Jira, because Jira is a project management tool, come bug tracking tool, which is widely used across industries in recent days. And today session is all about how this Jira tool, which will be used for non-IT people, because most of the people have some misconception over whatever the Jira tool we use for project management, bug tracking, and all everything for application development. To an extent possible, that is right, because this is majorly used for IT projects, especially for software development. We can see Jira tool, where whatever whether they use Kanban or Scrum or for bug tracking, even the software development and all everything is being used. So, a software development people who are developing applications in IT, those people can use Kanban, Scrum, bug tracking, all that. So that most of the people uses this Jira, especially in the field of IT. At the same time, this is being used even for service management. That too majorly in IT itself, because ITSM service management, where whatever the incidents we have, if you want to resolve any kind of tickets or incidents in an application to fix the problems, and what kind of best practices to be used in service management, right? So all these things comes under service management. So in short, I can say ITSM, IT service management, is also comes under IT services. Even people who belongs to IT industry and IT sector will use this ITSM tool as separate, right? This is one thing. The next, work management comes under the same category. Whatever the work management process we have, like for example, if there is any kind of project management practices to be involved in it, wherein to manage business projects, all that. At the same time, if there is the task which was given by the team and all, how to organize this task. This is something common for every organization. Then nothing to do with IT specific, I can say, but major usage from the IT people, I can say. But even in non-IT, you can see project management role will be there, because project management role is a common thing, nothing to do with IT only. Even in non-IT also, you can see the role of a project manager. At the same time, as there is a project management is involved, even the task tracking and all everything will also be involved in it. At the same time, if there is any kind of new employee onboarding and all everything will also be used here, even for process controls, all that. So this is all something relating to work management. Now, for example, if someone is working on product side, for example, right, whatever the products we are going to develop for the project, when we are going to develop any kind of products and all, product management team will be there. So wherein product management team wants to transform the kind of ideas what they have into a successful product. That's what they want to do. For example, I want to develop a point of sale system, for example. To whom am I targeting this? This is, I'm planning to develop this for the benefit of the retail store owners, because retail store owners wants to use this point of sale system for billing. Now, for example, if I am a product manager or a product management team, we got an idea that we want to develop a point of sale system for the benefit of retailers. That to a cloud-based application, means cloud-based environment, so that you don't require any infrastructure as separate. Whatever the product we have developed, that product can be used by the people with a simple configuration of the system, followed by internet connection, all that. Now, if product management team or product manager has an idea about the product, what is that they wants to develop? They wants to transform these ideas into a successful product. That's what they want to do. So for that, there are some IT related tools which are something available, where product discovery is kind of tool which is in the product management, widely used across industries, that especially when we are working on Jira. So to make it very short, even Jira is a tool which will be used in product management, especially for the people who wants to transform their ideas into action, right? So to make their product successful. So this can be used. And importantly, apart from that, even non-IT people, either the people from marketing or human resource or finance or operations team or sales team, even those people also uses. Because in the beginning, I told you most of the people uses Jira is from IT perspective. But not only IT, because there will be other departments even, not only IT services for any organization, even they will be having a marketing department. So marketing department and human resource department, all that. So marketing is a department which is there for every organization. This is nothing to do with the domain they are coming from. So this marketing department wants to plan any kind of event plannings or something like, or if they want to drive any kind of campaign management for their marketing ideas and all everything which they wants to execute, because whatever the idea they have got into marketing idea, that has to be implemented and that implementation has to be executed successfully. So this total line is called campaign management. So this campaign management will also be comes under this category in reference to the marketing part, all that stuff. At the same time, is there any kind of email campaigns? Because any mass email campaigns which will be sent to the receivers and all, so that whatever the promotional campaign emails and all everything can also be planned using Jira. So marketing people can also use this Jira tool for campaign management, even for content management, even for email campaigning, all that. Do remember whatever the information I may mentioning you so far, the kind of departments and all. This is all something useful for the people who are working on non-IT as well, not only IT, because IT people who are working on agile environment will have an idea over Jira, all that. But even non-IT also, most of the organizations nowadays were transforming to agile environment. When they are transforming their departments, teams, and organization to an agile environment, one must be knowing about how to manage all these. For example, an organization has transformed their marketing team to agile environment. The same thing has to be followed, right? They have to maintain email campaign, content management, campaigns, event plannings, everything has to be performed by them. But for that, there are some kind of tools and all everything were required. For example, if you take campaign management here as an example, you can create a project for a campaign management here. For example, um, camp, right? So I'm just mentioning it as camp as a project, right? So you can create a project here so that whatever the campaigns you wants to do and all everything, those campaigns and all everything can be managed here, right? So we need to create a board, right? So we need to create some calendars for this, right? So campaign related calendars has to be planned here, right? What needs to be done on the particular date. At the same time, if there is any kind of pages in reference to the campaign related stuff and all everything, these project pages can be prepared, but make sure they can connect with confluences, all that. At the same time, if they want to see any kind of reports in reference to the campaigning, all that stuff, these kind of reports, so that they can see what kind of reports are something essentially important to understand it. All these things can be seen by them here. So this is all something which I am explaining you in reference to the marketing these kind of reports, so that they can see what kind of reports are something essentially important to understand it. All these things can be seen by them here. So this is all something which I am explaining you in reference to the marketing related stuff for campaign part, right? That's what generally I was mentioning here. This is what usually what we do, right? So this is what generally campaigns and all everything comes into existence. Now this is all comes under campaign management, right? So that's what I said, right? So project management, campaign management and all everything for marketing people. At the same time, even human resource people can also use this. Normally, if there is any kind of recruitment process to be taken care of, or else if they wants to manage any kind of policies or performances, or else if there is any kind of new employee on board training or something like this, human resources people can also use this Jira tool. Along with this, finance people will use for the budget creation. Means if they wants to create any kind of budget for a particular activity or for an organization to be followed with, how this budget creations and all will be taken place. At the same time, there will be an RFP process and document will be prepared, which is called as request for proposals. Right? For example, if there is any kind of proposal to be given to the customer vendor, we have to create an RFP process first, so that based upon the RFP process, right vendor will be selected for the right job. That for that reason, RFP process, because this RFP process involved what kind of qualification criteria they were looking for. At the same time, not only qualification criteria, they will also see what kind of legal rules and regulations one should be followed. So when is the closure dates, right? So all these informations will be mentioned under RFP. So whoever is the right vendor who is qualified with the terms and conditions which was mentioned under RFP, whoever is really qualified, those people will participate in the bidding process. So organizations will have an advantage to see and to choose the right vendor for the right job. So this is where generally this RFP process and all everything comes into picture. This is where generally this finance team will be looking after. Now at the same time, even designs means if there is any kind of designs to be made and all, like web design process, all that this can be done. At the same time, even for operations, our operations people can also use this for process controls to be created. At the same time, even operations team will have some RFP process and all. Even those people can also use this. At the same time, sales people, if they wants to create any kind of sales pipelines or if they wants to see any kind of lead tracking, for example, right? So any kind of lead tracking has to be made and all. So these lead tracking here kind of templates and all everything they can use. So these are the areas, especially in any of the organization, irrespective of the domain they belongs to. So whoever is working on different departments and all, those people have a facility, especially in the field of Jira, where they can use all these templates and all everything for the day-to-day activities here. Make sure whoever is planning to move towards agile environment, and whoever in whatever the organizations have already moved into agile where they wants to provide any kind of job related things and all everything. So these Jira is successfully used not only for IT, even for marketing, HR, finance, right? So sales people, operations, all these people will be used these different templates and all everything for their day to day and as well as business related activities. So this is all about the explanation which I have given. So the video which I was intended to explain and to prepare is majorly to provide an exposure, especially for non-IT people who are not from majorly not from IT, non-IT people who wants to transform their career into agile, or if they wants to learn any kind of new technologies or applications or the tools to make their professional experience more better and more qualitative, right? In future, if there is any kind of changes they wants to make job seeker kind of stuff and all, if they wants to increase their quality of work or if they wants to increase their professional experiences and all that. So this kind of tool as well as Jira followed by the kind of templates whatever I was mentioned you. So all these will be useful. So my intention of preparing this video is something relating to that. So that because nowadays everything is transforming into agile, even organizations, departments were slowly transforming, not only IT services and software development and IT services. So hence this video will provide a clear insights to them so that people can explore their skills and they can update themselves accordingly so that they can compete into the market. So this is all for video. So if you have any questions, we always provide our contact details in below to this video. If you have any questions, please reach out to us. Thank you.